PTSD and complex PTSD are common and treatable conditions. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, is characterised by re-experiencing of the trauma memory. People may experience distressing nightmares, images, or physical sensations that take them back to the traumatic events. These are often accompanied by distressing feelings such as fear, panic, disgust, or shame, and are often triggered by particular reminders. Unsurprisingly, people tend to avoid these reminders and therefore may be avoiding situations, people, thoughts and feelings that remind them of the traumatic events. This can have a real impact on their functioning and their quality of life and makes it really difficult to learn coping skills and to find out whether situations are unsafe as they seem. Avoidance of the memory also prevents processing of this traumatic memory, and therefore it continues to be triggered by reminders and keeps their mind and body in a state of threat. Complex PTSD is a relatively new diagnosis and is a really positive step in understanding and identifying people who have a more complex response to traumatic events. As well as the difficulties experienced within PTSD, people with complex PTSD, due to the harm that they've experienced at the hands of others, understandably have difficulties with trusting people and maintaining relationships. This can have a big impact on their social functioning and their ability to form supportive relationships that are so important when recovering from a traumatic event. People with complex PTSD also experience difficulties with coping with distressing feelings, and their usual strategies for self-soothing and regulating their feelings don't work as well. Therefore, relatively small triggers may lead to overwhelming feelings, or they may feel numb and detached. Finally, traumatic events, particularly those associated with harm from others, have a really corrosive impact on a person's self-worth and self-confidence, and this is also a characteristic of complex PTSD. PTSD and complex PTSD are not the only way that people are psychologically affected by traumatic events. People may also experience low mood, anxiety, and difficulties with alcohol or substance misuse.